Oh, Rick, he can't dance around this issue because in addition to the photos that you're seeing on screen right now, he also has quite a tendency just to break out in Bollywood. Basically, wherever he goes, even in his foreign visits,
right.
speaking with Canadian Indian citizens.
Yeah.
I believe we have video of that too.
Yeah, but I want to ask you. The
president really scored a home run with this one.
Yeah, I want to ask you, Edward, because you're half English and half Indian.
Yes.
Does Justin Trudeau's brown face as an Indian, as a fake Indian, is that offensive to you?
Oh, Rick, it's not only offensive. I think it's offensive to himself. It's a self-own because he can't dance. And then on top of this, too, he's not doing this because he loves the Indian people.
You caught us off guard on that one. I can't dance either. I'm all German, you know. We can only march,
but
right?
My point is, he's doing it as an appeasement. He's not doing it because he loves Indian people, Indian culture, or Indians like me. He's doing it to try to buy votes. He's doing it to try to basically pander to the Indian population of Canada.
Why didn't the news media demand that he resign? He's a racist.
Well, Rick, they can't touch that one. Because he's caught all the other great cards. He supports gay marriage. He supports abortion. He supports diversification. He supports rampant immigration, or even terrorists back to Canada. He hits all those markers, so he gets a pass.
All right, so let's see. Not only was he brown face, but he's also been photographed as a black face. I guess President Trump should have said he was three-faced. So we'll take a look at. We'll take a look at.
And one is it one left leg?
Yeah. So there's the Prime Minister of Canada. Now he's a black man. Can you imagine a Republican politician in America being photographed like that?
Oh, no, but I can't imagine a Democrat one.
The governor of Virginia?
Yes.
And he didn't resign, did he?
No.
Because the media protected him.
That's right.
So there's the Prime Minister of Canada who made fun of the President of the United States today. Let's not forget his fake eyebrows.
Yes. He has creepy eyebrows that popped up. Go ahead and run this. We may talk over this, but there's an incident that occurred here a few months back. This is just looking at this freaks you out. This is cut number 5 for control. So this is Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and you just can't take your eyes off those 2 caterpillars floating around on his forehead there. They just kind of draw you in. And once again, this is an attempt on his part to try to appease people, to look good, to look GQ.
He wears fake eyebrows.
He wears fake eyebrows.
He's fake. He's essentially a Manchurian candidate. And you think about this, the people will say, why are you even commenting on his public appearance or his activities? Well, guess what? What do they do to President Trump? They call him Orange Man. They always make fun of his appearance, his sweating.
They made fun of Melania Trump's jacket.
What's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
You're right.
Yeah, they make fun of Melania Trump, the clothing she wears. I mean, they're always making fun. So that's Justin Trudeau. He didn't have enough glue on his eyebrows. Maybe he's a robot. Maybe he's not human. Well, the way he dances.
I don't understand why he's prime minister. How is he prime minister?
Well, his father was a prime minister, and his father was a communist.
Right.
Yeah. Just do your research. Justin Trudeau's father was suspected of being a Soviet stooge when he was prime minister. That's why he's prime minister. We're dealing with the same communist network. Hey, Edward, all right, we have to show the video of I think we got two videos
Yeah,
of
two different ones.
Justin Trudeau in India trying to dance like the Indians. And this was one of the craziest, most stupid things I've ever seen a politician do. Which one do we have first?
All right, first one, the second one's the better one because it really is cringeworthy. So let's watch, this is cut number 6. This is him really getting into the boogie fever here, okay, in India. So this is cut number 6. Let's watch this. This was him dancing at the Canadian Association, Indian Canadian Association in Montreal. Once again, one of those appeasement type of things. But if you recall, Prime Minister Trudeau took a trip to India last year, and he was caught on video once again getting dance fever, but he didn't have the moves here. Let's watch this. It's clip number 7. Now, the one thing that stands out about Prime Minister Trudeau, he has come out and actually has said this, that he likes to dress up in costumes. And one particular incident, he and his whole family dressed up to go to a Sikh temple when they were visiting overseas. So you have that. This is one, I can show you a dozen different incidences where Prime Minister Trudeau dresses up, in different costumes, different outfits, depending on the crowd that he's with. Can you imagine if Donald Trump had done something like that? Dressed up, in a costume to appease a certain crowd.
If I were, go ahead, Edward.
Justin Trudeau is a performance artist, and actually, I know a specific. This is
not that good at it.
There's a specific relation. Yeah, he's no good at it. He's a bad performance artist. And there's a specific reference here to actually tie it in with the NATO conference, because a lot of people know they don't read the founding documents of these organizations. This was the NATO summit that they were at. Did you know in the preamble of NATO's founding treaty, it states that the parties to this treaty are determined to safeguard the freedom, common heritage, and civilization of their peoples. Is Justin Indian? I mean, this goes right to the subject of censorship. If the people who have signed the treaty to NATO are supposed to be safeguarding the freedom, common heritage, and civilization of their peoples. I don't see him doing that here, and I don't hear the other world leaders doing it.
I'm not ragging on our Canadian viewers, because we have a lot. We've always had a lot of people in Canada watching.
Yes. And they write us, and yes.
We always appreciate our Canadian friends. I'm not ragging on you, but if I was a Canadian, I'd be very embarrassed to have Justin Trudeau as Prime Minister. I know they are.
We've heard them voice that.
Yes, they've told us. They've told us. Hey, Rick, don't judge us by Justin Trudeau. But we had Barack Obama.
But here's the audacity of this man who will dress up in blackface, which I consider offensive myself. And so I consider that very offensive. I wouldn't want anyone to do that. That's denigrating. Or to, perform this way as he does. To have the audacity to criticize President Trump. To gossip. This is these world leaders. You're seeing them for who they really are. They're gossipers, they're backbiters, they're backstabbers. They don't mean what they say. They're just out there. Like Edward said, they're performance artists.
Hey, Doc.
And they're anti-Christian.
Yes, they are. They're very anti-Christian.
Because Justin Trudeau is trying to force basically same-gender bathrooms on churches in Canada.